What's going on YouTube? A quick 2-card mail day here. One for the Ohio State PC and one not for the Ohio State PC. Kind of more or less random pickup. Back when I was a kid, I was really into Vince Young. He was my guy. Troy Smith was my guy. I remember that Rose Bowl was a seminal moment in my football fandom. So I saw this card up for $60, and I figured, it really doesn't fit a PC. I like it. So Vince Young, that is at a stage, and that is a autograph at 100. So super sweet. It's a red level. I'm not quite sure what all the different levels means. It is in a Rose Bowl uniform. That is not. I don't believe that is in the 2005 Rose Bowl. I think they was in the 2004 Rose Bowl against Michigan. I think that's what that picture is off of, but I'm not 100% sure. So nice, Vince Young there. What up with the mic? And then the controversial one. Obviously, I'm a lifelong Buckeye fan. This guy was 7-0 against Michigan. Won 2012 undefeated. Would have beaten Notre Dame in the national championship game. Didn't have a bowl ban. 2013 lost to Michigan State in the Big Ten championship game, and then lost to Clemson in the Orange Bowl. That was like the Taz Boyd, Sammy Watkins version of Clemson. 15 lost to Tech the first game of the season. Went on to a national championship game, or national championship. 2015, lost to Michigan State at home. So one of the worst losses in Ohio State history. Then did go on to boat race Notre Dame in the Fiesta Bowl. And if you a Buckeye fan, Michigan number 1. That you hate the most, and Notre Dame is number 2. We don't like either one of those programs. 16s made the playoffs, won one of the greatest football games in history, the 2016 Ohio State-Michigan game. Barrett was not short. 17, lost to Iowa, and then beat the brakes off of USC in the Cotton Bowl. In 18, obviously ended badly with his wide receiver coach and everything, but did go on to win the Rose Bowl. So I know a lot of people don't like this guy. I think a lot of it's overblown. Like, a lot of the things they hear about is how whatever his teams in Florida was, and it's like he was a guy who was recruiting really talented football players from troubled neighborhoods, just like any coach would have, just like Saban did and everyone else did. Just like Ohio State, how many kids did they pull out of Cleveland or Akron who went on and had trouble in their career? So that don't really hold a lot of weight to me. And then the whole shitting on his wife thing, I don't care. It's his marriage. And then the Zach Smith thing, I don't know if we ever really knew if he knew or not. And I know it was really easy to say, well, he had to know, but it's not necessary. It's not necessarily the case. He probably knew there was issues. He probably knew that there was fights. He might even knew there was allegations, but there was no arrests. There was no, clear point of Zach Smith was hitting his wife and Urban covered up for it. And then the worst thing you can say he did was actually probably kick the kicker, because you can't just go around kicking people. That's assault. But anyway, super happy I had this in the PC. Out of 2023 Leaf Metal, and that is so they all 101s. So it is a 101, but there's like 8 101s. There's a white, a blue, a pink. There's a football pattern. This is a football. I don't know if you can really see it. There's a football with like a hyper prism assigned to it. There's a whole bunch of different. So it's not really a 101, but I'm super happy with that card. There he is. That will It's a very nice card out of the PC, and like I said, I don't think he's a bad guy. I think a lot of the decisions he made was based on he kicked off a football player from Florida. I can't remember the kid's name because he failed a drug test twice, and he kicked him off. So he didn't want anything to do with him. Sent him home, and unfortunately, that kid passed away. I can't remember if it was overdose or gang violence. So I think that really affected him, and I don't think Urban felt comfortable turning his back on these kids. I don't think he's a saint, but I mean he's also not Satan. Like he's just a football player. He's a football coach who's trying to get the best players to win, just like like everyone was. So super happy at that PC. Don't have anything coming in other than that. So getting the hang of the new job. I am making more money than I ever had before, so that's nice. But I also have my first new car. I've been driving around in a 1999 Honda with 285,000 miles on it. Recently bought a new car, or new used car. I don't know how it's going to affect the card budget yet. I'm hoping it won't affect the tube god awfully much. So that's it. And yeah, if you like the thumbs up, didn't like the thumbs down, question, comments, concerns, right down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I see it. Thank you.